In the name of Almighty Allah, magnificent and merciful, may peace, blessings and mercy of Almighty Allah be all upon you. Today I am going to talk about international organization WTO, especially in the context of intellectual property. WTO, World Trade Organization, is the specialized agency to liberalize trade from government intervention globally. So the WTO is the outcome of Uruguay round, which ended in 1994 with the ratification or solemnization of the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. So WTO finally established on 1st January 1995 through its agreement, General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, which contains an agreement dealing with promotion and protection of intellectual property globally, called TRIPS, Agreement on Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property. So the TRIPS contains 7 parts and 73 articles. The main part of TRIPS is part 3, deals with enforcement of all types of intellectual property, includes patent, copyright, trademark, geographical indication, industrial design and plant breeders' rights. So the main part, enforcement, contains provisions dealing with general obligation on member countries, member states, then provisional measures dealing with injunctions, then civil procedure for attaining of damages, criminal procedure for the punishment of offenders, and then border measures for the custom authorities of the member states to protect intellectual property of owners. So, and then there are different provisions in TRIPS, especially Article 68 and 69 talks about that there should be a point in each member country where all other through which all other member countries coordinate with each other. So there should be a point in each member country or a station in each member country through which all other member countries coordinate with each other to finalize any other matter dealing with promotion and protection of intellectual property specifically. So World Trade Organization has ministerial conference. Ministerial conference is organized once in 2 years, in which ministers of all Minister of Trade of all member countries meet and they finalize different things dealing with trade for the promotion and protection of trade. And then there are general councils, 3 general councils: Council for Trade in Goods, Council for Trade in Services, and Council for Protection and Promotion of Intellectual Property. Council for TRIPS, Agreement on Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights. And there is dispute settlement body. So what WTO is not a specialized agency for promotion and protection of intellectual property. It is a general body for the promotion and protection of trade throughout the world. But the specialized agency of intellectual property is WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. So this is all about intellectual property agreement, TRIPS, Agreement on Trade Related Aspects of Intellectual Property, and there are some provisions dealing with national treatment and and then most favored nation. Most favored nation means that a member country can give a status of most favored nation to any country, but in the cases of intellectual property, it is not applicable, because many countries have signed the international conventions dealing with intellectual property, or some other countries have not signed. So it is difficult to give the status of most favored nation to all other countries. And then the national treatment means that whatever the treatment you give to the honor of intellectual property domestically to the citizens of the member country, you have to give the same treatment to other citizens of other member countries, other citizens of member countries of TRIPS in your country. So this is all about WTO dealing with intellectual property. Thank you very much.